without any further ado, let's get into today's topic. We are going to be talking about reporting that works. So custom dashboards within your Followup CRM system. And today we've got Isaiah, which you guys might be used to seeing. We've also got Donaldo, who has been so much of the brains behind our new custom reports and building these out. Some of you might specifically be here today because you heard if you attend the live webinar, you receive one free custom report. So I'm going to hand things over to these gentlemen today. At any point in time, you can put comments inside of the chat and I will flag them down. I will be your voice to get your question answered. So Isaiah and Donaldo, thank you for covering this important topic, and let's dive in.
Awesome. Great to see y'all again. For those that know me, for those that don't, I'm Isaiah. I'm a customer success manager with Followup. And then to my right, maybe your left, I don't know, is Donaldo here, who will be showcasing our custom reports. But just to give you a little bit of background on our custom reporting tool. So we've had a lot of questions, especially in the recent years. Hey, I love the reports in the Followup system. There's a lot of reports we can pull, but it's just missing one tab. Or, hey, I'd love to see this report that we have in the system, but with this type of data where I can pull companies. That's where custom reports really comes into play and shines. You can build a report just like the ones that we already have in the system using any of your data in the system. Not only that, but you can make them graphs, you can make them charts, you can make them tables, as you'll see as Donaldo showcases this as well. And I know that it's very hard sometimes to find those reports or customize them. We try to make it as simple as possible in the system, as we'll show you today, to build your own reports. But like Sarah said as well, we do offer a free report if you're joining this, if you're already on the professional plan. When it comes to custom reporting as well, not only can you export these like you can your regular reports, but you're also going to be able to view these directly on your dashboard as well. So you don't even have to leave the system to see these reports, and you can share them with your entire team, filter by any of the tabs in the projects, companies, or contacts area as well. And this really helps just with your sales pipeline visibility, keeping track of your team members and seeing where they're at on their day-to-day, week-to-week, quarter-to-quarter, or even seeing where y'all are at as a company. So like I said, we just try to make it as simple, painless as possible, and just get as much data in there when it comes to building those reports. And speaking of these custom reports, right, Donaldo is actually going to showcase how to build the custom report in the system just to show you how simple it is. Like Sarah said, any questions that y'all have during this process, just go ahead and pop those into the chat. But without further ado, I'll go ahead and hand it over to Donaldo to kind of showcase that. And Donaldo, I'll stop sharing now and give you control.
Great, thank you. Let me just share my screen right now. Can you all see my screen now?
Perfect, yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so when you are into our follow-up system, right, you will be able to see this information under the reports tab. Just so you know, this is part of our professional plan. Okay, so when you are in this plan, so you will be able to see this option in here that is custom reports. So we click on this. We have actually some reports that we have created, and I will show you how they looks like right now, right? But this is very simple. We come here to this option, custom reports, and you say, okay, I need to create one report based on what I have already on the system. We can just click here where it says create new report. And in here, you can enter the name, right, of the report that you need. I will put this like a webinar test. We have this option in here that says template. And this is when you have already created a report, so you can, the system is telling you like, okay, you have these reports created. Would you like to use this as a template? You can say yes or select the template, or if you want to start the new report, you can select blank report in here. So we're going to click on create. we're gonna select the report that is in here. And from here, so you will see this view, right? This is what we call the canvas view. This is where you can create a report. We have on the right side, like the data sets for the specific, let's say, views that you have from here, like for projects or for companies or contacts. So you will find the data sets in this place. But to start building the report, we have to select this option that says sharp. And it's going to bring you to this specific view, right? And if you can see here on the left side, we have the data sets. On the right side, we have like the different charts that we can use. We can use a bar, line, a pie, or also a table. That depends on what you're looking for the report and the dashboard. So you can select one of those options. Right now, I'm going to select the data set for projects. So you can click on that specific data set, and you will find in this side like the categories and values, right? For the specific type of projects. This is basically the most that we use when we create a report for our clients. So in here, you will see on categories everything that is in a text format and date. And in here, you will see the fields for values, right? Like the base bid, contract amount, and depends of the fields that you have on your projects, right? And on the system. So sometimes, let's say that we're gonna create a report based on sales status. So you can like write the name of the field, or you can just look into these options, right? So I have the sales status in here, and just take the field and put it in these options, right? We're gonna create a bar right now just to show you how it looks like. And in here, the system is gonna tell you, okay, we have this specific sales status. These are the ones that we have already in our system, the loss, the order. That depends on you, on what you have on your end, right? You will see this information in here. And the system is give you like the count of each status that you have already entered in the system, right? So for loss, we have 104. Awarded, we have this amount here. And then you say, okay, but I don't need just like this. I need the base bid for each status. So we can go ahead and select the base bid, which is a value. And you see here that it's telling you that you need to enter a field that is a value, right? In this case, we're going to select base bid, and we can put that field into this. And now you have the base bid for each sales status, right, that we have in the system. On this side, we have different options. You can change the style of the bar if you want. If you say, yo, I don't need the horizontal bar, I need the vertical one. So you can click on this option, and the system is gonna change this like this. And then you can also change the color. It says, well, all blue, I don't really like. So we can select this like by category. And now you will
Okay,
see
people
different
like to make
colors
their
on this.
reports fancy. The people are going to like the
Yeah.
colors. I see what you're doing here. And you could even pick like your company's colors, right? To make it a little more customized and to really be able to show it off in your meetings that it wasn't just something that AI spit out, but you were the one who got to put it together for your team.
Yes, correct. So in this specific part, you can change like the format, you can filter the style, and also you can change like the font of the information that we have in here, right? In this part, you can put the name of the report as well. So I'm gonna put this like this. And you can add a description of the report. So when you share this report to your team, they will be able to see like why you are creating this report, right? You can put a scope in this description. So this is basically how we create the report. If you say, okay, this looks great and I like it, so you can just click on here and select Save Chart. Now you will be able to see that in this canvas view, you have the chart already there. You can edit this information like this. And you say, okay, but I need another chart that is giving me like a more details and specific information, right? For example, let's add another one for the same data set. And let's say that you need a table that can give you the information for the sales status. You have all the sales status in here, but now you need to know like the projects that you have. So we're gonna look for the project's name. We have all the projects that are awarded in here, and you can change the order, right? Like the project's name first, then the sales status like this. Then you say, okay, I need to know like the account manager, for example. You enter that specific field and you will see all the account managers that you have in there, right? But then probably you say, but I need to know when exactly I enter those status on the system. And I need to know just the awarded contracts or the awarded status, not all of them, right? So we're gonna select the date. Let me see. And we're gonna select this specific one. Now, you know that when we have a contract date, that means that the status have changed to awarded. And now we have everything that is just in the awarded status. But then you probably are gonna tell me, hey, Donaldo, I need to know just the awarded contract for Rachel, not all the account managers. So in these options, you will be able to enter a filter. We're gonna select the specific column that we need to filter. In this case, it's gonna be the account manager. And we're gonna select Rachel Goodrich as account manager. If you click on this, now you have all the projects that are awarded and for only this specific account manager. In here, you have the date, right? But you probably are gonna say, well, but I just need not the month, I need the date, the exact date. So we can click on this specific option in here and select the full date. Now the system is gonna give you the specific date, right? In here. But then if you notice, we have this in blank. This is because on the same date, we enter this project. So, but sometimes people don't like to have this in blank, but you can also change that in here. You can just come here and we have this specific option here. And now we have all in the rows, right? Also, probably you're gonna tell me, babe, but it's missing the base bid on this table. Sure, so we're gonna select the contract amount that will be here. I'm gonna select this and insert this. And now you have a better idea, right? If you want to change the order, you can do it as well here.
That was my next question, Donaldo. Okay, is if you would actually pull the title above the column itself, or if you would go into like the hamburger menu.
Yes. Yeah, it's you can play with that into these options, right? That depends on how you look, how you want to look this in the system. So then we have also an option in here that you want to result like a specific amounts, right? Let's say that you need to know like um, for example, in this, let me see. Let me just, in this you want to know, or you would like to get a conditional formatting for this table, you can also are able to do that. So we can click on add condition. And in here, you can select the color. Let's say it's color green. And we're gonna start doing this like this. This is gonna be for the contract amount. You have to select the column that you want to uh, do the conditional formatting. And we're gonna say that we need to know like in here it's a 0, but let's say that you just need to know the ones that are about $10,000, for example. So you can put that information here, enter the number. Let's see. Sure. Let's see. Okay.
I'm going to make one note here. I just realized in the chat, some of you have your messages only going to host and panelist. If you'll make that so they go to everyone, that way we can all benefit from your questions. So I'll catch us up a little bit. Keith asked earlier, under charts, did he pick the table view to differentiate from the first one that he created? And that's why Isaiah and I were saying, yes, he did that for this report. That's correct. And then we have another question now that went to everyone from Rich. And it says, do the filter options include rolling or relative date ranges? Like, could you say next 60 days?
Yes, yes, you can also filter by date. You can select that if you want just the last 7 dates, for example, you can do that in the filters as well. And the table is gonna be based on that specific filter that you have entered in the system. So now, as you can see on this contract amount, we have the conditional formatting, and it's gonna give you just the ones that are more than $10,000, right? You can also can do this in the tables. And then something that I really like to do is just to put this in the middle, like the header and the body as well. So you can come here to this information. This is for the body. Click center. And now everything is in the center. So we can do it also for the header. And now you can see this like this, right? We're gonna put this name webinar 2. And let's say, okay, I really love how the chart looks like right now. So we're gonna select save. And you can add different charts in the canvas view, right? We have the first already there. Now you can put the second one in here.
Those
Then
are
you set up.
super helpful scenarios, Donaldo. I think people are constantly looking for which projects are the most profitable. So being able to put the dollar amount range and then also the forecasting for maybe the next quarter or the next 60 days. So I like those options. So now that we've got a little taste of it, how do we share these with other people?
Yes. Once everything is done, right, in the system, uh, as you can see here, we have these options: view, edit, share, and publish. When everything is already done, you have to make sure to select this option that is view mode, so nobody else can edit the chart that you have already created. And then when you are on the view mode option, you can click on this option that says share. And now the report is going to be shared to the whole team, right? And then we can also select this option that is publish. And this is going to send the report to your dashboard. So let's see if we can see it right now from here. You come to your dashboard, and on this option, you will be able to see the dashboard that we have created. So we have to select it and select then apply. And here it
And it
is.
lives right there. That's awesome.
Yes. And then
So,
if you
what
say,
would you say, Donaldo, for people that are not super technical, that are like, I don't want to get into anything and break it, what would you say to them?
I don't know, probably, well, just if you don't know how to do it, or if you said that this is very technical, well, you can easily reach out to us and let us know, right? Hey, Donaldo, I need this dashboard for this and this and this, and I'll be more than happy to help you and create that for you, right?
Yeah. And what's a good
Great point.
place for them to start if they want to try to challenge themselves a little bit and not go for something super hard? But what's a report that they could start with? Isaiah, maybe you have an idea.
Yes, I love the examples that Donaldo did here, which is the report by the sales status and then the report showing the contract amount. I really love that bottom report to start with, which is the contract date, project name, sales status for awarded, the contract amount, and maybe adding a base bid in there as well. So you can then
Yeah.
do a closing ratio percentage, which is more of an advanced feature, but we can definitely walk you through doing that. These can be as simple or as complicated as you want when it comes to reporting, when it comes to filtering. And as Donaldo showed you as well, you could add reports on top of each other and have them in the same dashboard. But yes, try playing around, try creating your own report. If you want to start with a super simple report, I would just do the exact same one that Donaldo did at the top and see if you can replicate that. Now, as for questions that we see in the chat as well, do those filters across the top that Keith's asking apply to that new report? Those filters at the top don't. The ones on the side where you see filters on the right-hand side will actually be the filters you use for that report. And if you could, then
That was
I'll
a
just
good
kind of
question.
show case that filters right there on the right-hand side, or even by report as well as he's showing you here. You can click on the report specifically and choose the filter. And on the far right, you can apply it to all reports. So for example, I know, Rich, your question was, the first question you had was, can you include a rolling or relative date range? You definitely can. You can sort by, for example, the bid date and say, I want to see the bid date for the last 60 days, and it will continue on rolling, that is. So just like Donaldo is doing here, he's saying, hey, I want the bid date in the last 30 days, 24 days, 20 days, etc. And then click apply, or 7 days, just like that. And that'll go ahead and only show you things for the last 7 days, which in this case, since obviously a test system, not showing bid dates for the last 7 days. Or if it's your system, you could be like, wow, nobody's doing any work, right?
That is when accountability
Yeah.
comes into play. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Perfect. And you'll even see on
And
the right-hand
then,
side where Donaldo is, the filter you see right there on the right says bid date, and it applies to webinar tests. Sorry, Sarah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
No, I was just looking at more questions that are rolling in the chat. So I'll let you guys answer those directly.
Sure.
Great.
I'll go ahead and
There,
go down the list. So Keith asked, sorry, go ahead, Donaldo.
yeah, no, I just wanted to add that there's also a great option in here where you can download then the report if you want. These are the specific formats that we have already. And let's say that you need this, well, let's do it for this table right now. Let's say that you need this table in a PDF format. You can easily click on these three dots in here. And also we have an option to schedule. And so you can get the report as you want, right? Let's say that you need this report by tomorrow. So you can select the date and then the time, right? Let's say you said you need it at 9 p.m. So you select the time. And if you want to get these like every single Friday, you can also set up the repeat every day, right? And we have it here, for example, let's say you need it also next Friday, you can select in here the date and then just click in here to schedule. So you will receive this specific report in your emails, right? As well. That's a good
That's so
option as
good,
well.
Donaldo. I'm thinking about like
Mhm.
all of the use cases for this. So let's say that you have an important meeting at 10 a.m. tomorrow and you want to have the most updated data. So you're going to
Yeah.
schedule that to come to your inbox at 9 a.m. Or if you have a group of people that need to receive this on a weekly basis, those are all great for preparing and planning ahead. And then also the different formats of it. So, like a PDF would be great if you're going to include it in an email out to a group. You might want that JPEG if you're going to put it in a slide deck or a presentation you need to show on a big screen. Obviously, if you want to be able to add to it over time, you might put it in Excel even. So, customizable is the name of the game. You can have it any way that you want it.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, the chat
Perfect,
is
perfect.
blowing up right now, Isaiah.
Oh yeah, I'm typing it in, but I'll also answer your questions so that everybody can see. So can you share the custom report to specific team members, or is it only shared all? So it does share with everybody in your company or in Followup CRM when it comes to sharing, and they'll actually see that just like Donaldo is here under company reports for the ones that are shared. Rich asked, does the date filter have both a last and a next? Yes, it does. So you can even do a report. So for example, Donaldo did a filter based on the last 7 days for bid date. You can do one for the next 7 days as well, for an example. Megan asks, how did you have multiple categories? So certain reports are going to allow you to have multiple categories. For example, that table one will allow you to have as many categories across the top that you want. Project name, profit, account manager. Certain reports, such as a multi-series bar chart, or different types of bar charts and graphs inside the system will allow you also to select multiple ones.
Great.
And just
So, so yes, I just wanted also to show you the different reports that we have already in here. Like this is a table. You can, let me see this one. This is a bar with a line bar as well, a line chart as well. So, and you can select it by year as well. So you have different options in custom reports, and that depends on what you are looking for, but is very complete, the tool.
That's awesome. So
perfect, perfect.
I
Love it.
am thinking of something that might be on some other people's minds as well. How do these stay up to date as you are growing and getting new customers and things are changing? How often do you need to go in and edit the actual report, or what does it keep up with?
Hmm. That's a great question. So when it comes to these reports, when you're, for example, let's say adding account managers or adding, let's say, a different office or something like that, these reports actually refresh every hour. depending on how your system settings are set, which we usually set these to refresh every hour. So when you're adding somebody in there, check back in an hour and you'll see their name right in there if they have any projects. If you're adding a whole new office and then 60 new projects under that, again, once that refresh happens, you'll see that data right there in that report. So you don't have to necessarily edit it every time you have somebody new come in, unless you have, for example, a filter that just shows one office. You would just have to clear that filter. But yes, those are updating in real time. So that's a great question. Sorry, I thought I was going to say more after that, but my brain did not work.
You're good. No, I'm looking through the chat. This is great engagement we're getting. Obviously, people are loving the custom reports, Donaldo. Good job. So let's loop back to one from earlier. Let's see here.
Oh, yeah, and I'm
Can
typing
you
away
make
here.
a specific report the default on your dashboard? Yes, you can, Rich. You can make it the default on your dashboard. Donaldo, will you navigate back to the dashboard to show him how that looks?
Oh, and I'm so sorry, actually. So as of right now, you can select it on your dashboard just like Donaldo said it. And then when you go back to your dashboard, it should still apply. But if you log out and back in, it won't stay as your default, unfortunately. As of right now, that is. However, that's a great feature suggestion that I just went ahead and added to our board.
Great. And then what level did you say that this is included in, Donaldo? The professional plan?
Yeah, this is for professional plans.
Perfect. Yeah, so if you're on the professional plan, you don't see it, just let us know and we can actually get that turned on for you. As Sarah was saying earlier, since you've joined this webinar, you do get a free custom report if you've joined and you are on the professional plan currently. If you're not on the professional plan yet, you reach out to your CS, your customer success manager, right? And upgrade to the professional plan. We do build 2 free custom reports for you as well. And then I'm just checking on you right now, Blair, to see what's going on in your system so I can get your question answered as well. Any other questions?
Would you mind, Isaiah, talking us through how you would check to see what plan you're on within the system?
That's a great question. So it's really just based on your, what's the word for it? The initial contract that you signed, or if you upgraded with your CSM. Again, you can always reach out to us and verify what plan you are on currently. I don't know if there's a way currently in the system actually to check your current plan, but
that's something, we can look into and get back to you on. Right, because intuitively, I would think you would go to your name in the top right-hand corner and see your profile, but we can get back to you on that one, Megan.
Exactly. Yes, and Megan, I'll reach out to you directly.
And does it have to still be turned on by the company owner?
Great question. So it doesn't have to be turned on by the company owner, just by us on the back end if you don't already see it on the professional plan. So once we toggle that on for you, you should see that appear immediately in your reports tab.
This is great. Isaiah, I know you're busy typing away, but I think you also had some support center articles you were going to share in the chat that,
yes, I
we've
do
got
have
different,
those.
Those will help you out. We've got different types of learners, people who love seeing it, more of the hands-on, those who are maybe multitasking right now and they're listening to us in their headphones. And then we've got those who want to be able to read it and digest it more and kind of process it after the fact. So Isaiah is sharing those support articles. If you would like them, Donaldo, would you mind scrolling over our help button in the bottom corner so that everyone can see all the options there?
Yes.
So you've got an option to chat with us. You've got the help videos and articles. You've got office hours you can schedule. You can put in a support ticket if there's anything that pops up there. If you need to report a bug, please let us know. We get to those as quickly as possible. We've got our standard training course, which most people go through when they onboard, but if you need a refresher, anytime you can suggest a feature, and then we've got a log of our recent updates. So just know that these are always available at your fingertips. Do we have any other questions today before we wrap up our time together on custom reports?
I love the engagement. I think this is the most questions we had so far in the webinar. So thank you. I'll keep them coming.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
thanks.
that this topic really resonates. There's other systems out there where you can keep all of your contact information, or you can push through bids and create proposals, but being able to see what is working inside of the system adds so much clarity. So you don't feel like you're just spinning your wheels. You know what to actually spend time on that can help you with hiring decisions, with other resources as well. So I love that this is a differentiator of Followup CRM. This has come through a lot of trials, finding exactly what the people want. We thank you again, Donaldo, for all of your hard work in the back
Mhm.
end, getting these built. I will share this recording with everyone. It'll come from a Zoom email tomorrow. And I'll do one last plug for our Followup CRM user conference, February 12th and 13th. We would love to have you come join us. It's not just going to be people speaking from the stage. We're also going to have a hands-on help center. So you are able to pull up your system, sit shoulder to shoulder with somebody on our team and say, am I doing this right? Or what am I not using that I should be? It's a great opportunity to meet other business owners and leaders in person. And then we do these customer success webinars the third Thursday of every single month. You can go back and watch the previous ones on YouTube. Otherwise, you can pencil us in for October 16th will be our next customer success webinar. And we hope to have a real life customer on there to share more with you about how they are using some of the features within the system. So Donaldo, Isaiah, thank you again. Couldn't do it without you guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Thanks for joining, everybody. You have a great day.
Yeah.
Bye, everyone.